said.
It doesn't make any difference. I was just repeating what I thought you said.
Well, don't repeat what you thought I said. Repeat what I said. Oh, boy, that's irritating.
You see, you did say it.
Oh, I don't believe this whole conversation.
I'm sorry, Oscar.
And
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Don't pout. You want to fight, we'll fight, but don't pout. You know, fighting I win, pouting you win.
You're right. Everything you say about me is absolutely right.
And don't give up so easily. But I'm not always right. Sometimes you're right.
Well, you're right. I do that. I always figure I'm in the wrong.
Well, this time you're wrong and I'm right.
Leave me alone.
And don't sulk. It's the same as pouting.
I know. Damn, why can't I do one lousy thing right?
Why didn't you throw it?
I almost did. I just get so insane with myself sometimes.
Well, then why didn't you throw the cup?
Because I am trying to control myself.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why are you trying to control yourself? You were angry. You felt like throwing the cup, so why don't you throw it?
Because there's no point to it. I'd still be angry and I'd have a broken cup.
Well, how do you know how you feel? But maybe you feel wonderful. But why do you have to control every single thought in your head, huh? Then why don't you let loose for once in your life? Why don't you do something you feel like doing instead of what you think you're supposed to do? But come on, stop keeping books, Felix. Relax. Get drunk. Get angry. So come on! Break the damn cup! You're hopeless. You are a hopeless mental case.
I'm not supposed to throw with this arm. What a stupid thing to do.
Why don't you live in a closet, huh? I'll bring in your meals and slip the papers in. Aren't they safe enough for you?
I used to have bursitis in this arm. I had to give up golf. Do you have a heating pad?
How do you hurt your arm throwing a cup? I mean, if there's coffee in it, that's one thing. But an empty cup?
All right, Oscar. Cut it out. That's just the way I am. I get hurt easily. I can't help it.
You're not going to cry, are you? I think the tears dripping on that arm is what gave you bursitis.
I once got it just from combing my hair.
A world full of roommates, and I have to pick myself the Tin Man. Yeah, well, I suppose I could have done worse.
You're darn right. A lot worse.
Yeah? How?
What do you mean, how? How would you like to live with Ten Thumbs Murray and Speed with all his complaining? Don't forget, I cook and clean and I take care of this house. I save us a lot of money, don't I?
Yeah. And then you keep me up all night counting it.
What do you mean, Oscar? We're not always going at each other. We have some fun too, don't we?
Fun? Felix, getting a clear picture on Channel 2 was not exactly my idea of whoopee.
What are you talking about?
All right. What do you and I do every night?
What do we do? You mean after dinner?
Yeah, that's right. After we've had our halibut steaks and the dishes are done and the sink has been SOS and the pots and pans have been Brilloed and the leftovers have been saran wrapped, what do we do?
Well, we read, we talk.
No. I read and you talk. I try to work and you talk. I take a bath and you talk. I try to sleep and you talk. See, so far we've got your life figured out pretty well. I'm still looking for a little entertainment.
What are you saying, Oscar, that I talk too much?
Oh, no, I'm not complaining. You've got a lot to say. It's worrying me as I'm beginning to listen.
I told you 100 times, Oscar, just tell me to shut up. I'm not sensitive.
I don't think you're getting my point. For a husky man, I've spent enough evenings discussing tomorrow night's menu. The night was made for other things.
Like what?
Like if I don't get to touch something soft in the next 2 weeks, I'm in big trouble.
You mean women?
You want to give it a name? All right. Women.
It's funny, I haven't thought about women in weeks.
I fail to see the humor.
It's really strange. I mean, when Francis and I were happy, there wasn't a girl on the street I wouldn't stare at for 10 minutes. I used to take the wrong subway home just to follow a pair of legs, but since we broke up, I don't even know what a woman looks like.
Well, either I could go downstairs and get a couple magazines, or I could make a phone call.
What are you saying?
I'm saying let's talk to someone with higher voices than us just for one night.
You mean a date?
Yeah.
Well, no, I can't.
Well, why not?
Well, it's all right for you, but I'm still married.
You can cheat until the divorce comes through.
No, it's not that. It's just that. Well, I have no feeling for it. I can't explain it.
Well, try.
Look, I intend to go out. I get lonely too. It's just that I've only been separated a few weeks. Give me a little time.
There is no more time. I leave looking at TV Guide. There's nothing on next week. What am I asking you? All you have to do is have dinner with a couple of girls. It's not hard. All you have to do is eat and talk. You've eaten and talked before.
What do you need me for? Why can't you go out yourself?
We may want to come back here after. If we walk in and find you washing the windows, it puts a damper on things.
I will take a pill and go to sleep.
Now, why take a pill when you can take a girl?
Because I would feel guilty, that's why. Now, maybe it doesn't make any sense to you, but that's the way I feel.
Take her in the kitchen and bake a pie for all I care. I'm just saying it's a lot healthier than sitting up in your bed every night writing Francis's name in all the crossword puzzles. Just for one night, huh? Talk to another girl.
But who would I call? The only single girl I know is my secretary, and I don't think she likes me.
Leave that to me. There's two sisters that live in this building, but English girls. One's a widow, the other's a divorcee. They're a barrel of laughs.
How do you know?
I got stuck in the elevator with them last week. I've been meaning to call them up and ask them out, but I didn't know which one to ask. This will be perfect.
Well, what do they look like?
Oh, don't worry. Yours is very pretty.
Well, I am not worried. Which one is mine?
The divorcee.
Why do I get the divorcee?
I don't care. You want the widow?
No, I don't want the widow. I don't even want the divorcee. I'm just doing this for you.
Take whichever one you want. When they get to the door, point to the sister of your choice. I don't care. I just want to have some laughs.
All right. All right.
No, wait. Don't say all right. Look, I want you to promise you're going to try and have a good time. Now, this is important, Felix. Now, say I promise.
I promise.
Again.
I promise.
And no writing in a book $1.30 for the cab.
No writing in the book.
And no one is to be called Francis, huh? It's Gwendolyn and Cecily.
No Francis.
No crying, sighing, moaning, and groaning.
I will smile from 7 to 12.
And this, most important of all, no talk of the past, only the present.
And the future.
Now that's the new Felix I've been waiting for. It's going to be a hell of a night. All right, hey, where'll we go?
For what?
Well, for dinner, where'll we eat?
You mean a restaurant for the 4 of us? It'll cost a fortune.
Cut down on laundry. We don't wear socks on Thursdays.
It's throwing away money. We can't afford it.
We have to eat.
We'll have dinner here.
Here?
I'll cook. We'll save $30, $40.
What kind of double date will that be? You'll be in the kitchen all night.
No, I won't. I'll put it up in the afternoon. Once I get my potatoes, and I'll have all the time in the world.
What happened to the new Felix? Who are you calling?
Francis, I want to get a recipe for London broil. The girls will be crazy about it.